All right, this is James Pelton, and you can see I'm definitely not in my office today. So we're continuing our 4-week road trip that we're on, and I'm currently in Sacramento, California. And we got in last night at about 3:30 in the morning, and now it's 7 in the morning here. So I thought about rescheduling, but we had it already planned, and I wanna get this and get eyes on this project. So if you're just joining us, please do hit the like button. Again, that's what YouTube's looking for in their algorithm is how many people watch compared to how many people hit the like button, and that's what they choose to show to more people. So, and we are streaming to Facebook and to YouTube and also to Twitter. So a couple things I want you to comment as we get started here. First off, comment where you're watching from. Again, I'm in Sacramento, California. So I was in Reno yesterday. We were at Zion National Park the day before that, and I'm originally from Nebraska. Where are you watching from? And then also comment your favorite vacation destination. That's been one that I've liked to see recently. With a laptop, I can go travel the world. So right now I'm in my car, just trying to stay away from my kids. But I love them, but I just want to not be around them right now. So. Well, welcome to the channel today. Appreciate you being here. Could you start out by introducing yourself and giving a little bit of your background?
All right, Chris, I'm DeFi Crypto today, and you can see right here. That's my YouTube channel. We're not as big as you. We only have about 11,000 followers so far. And I used to be a financial advisor and a stockbroker a long time ago. And recently, I've been introduced to crypto, and then I got really interested in DeFi. And I wanted to explain things about how the protocols worked, how to take advantage of them, how to check for security, sustainability, and so on, and try to invest wisely, which is difficult to do in DeFi. That's been my journey. And then recently I've been asked to act as an advisor for Delta Finance. And I've helped shape the project and reshape the project. And we're in constant evolution. Update the website and the white paper. And there's all kinds of exciting stuff in store for investors. And I think we're taking a new approach to DeFi by combining NFTs, gaming, and DeFi. So that's our approach right now.
Okay, and then that was going to be my next question is, do you want to talk through, again, just assuming that people watching have never heard of Delta before, do you want to just talk through kind of what it is, what's the vision, kind of the elevator pitch maybe of what you're trying to do?
Yeah. So basically, it's our idea is to make the savings account of the future. Yeah, that's the website. Just got updated recently. So we start with a decaying APY. It starts at 20,000%, and gradually it goes down. However, if you buy one of those 3 NFTs you see on the right that are spinning around, you manage the APY will not decay for the term that you choose to stake your Delta tokens. Okay, so the NFTs have utility in the sense that they guarantee you an APY plus a boost. Okay, each NFT has gives you a different privilege. You get a 450% boost on the alpha APY, which is the one we see right now. And the beta APY, that's the second one right now, gives you a boost of, let me check, 1,800%. And the last one, the gamma, gives you a boost of 4,000% APY. All right. They're very, very, very limited. Alpha only has 1,500 tokens that are going to ever be minted. Beta only 775 and gamma only 200. So very small number of people will have the privilege of maintaining those very high APYs. Yeah, so we see those three NFTs there. Okay, you can buy them on the Avalanche network. Alpha is set for 2 AVAX tokens plus gas. Beta is 8 AVAX and gamma 14 AVAX tokens. And you can trade them on nftrade.com. So there's liquidity there. So you're not stuck with your NFTs forever. If you want to sell them, you just go on NFT Trade. If you've got a wallet that shows you your NFTs, like XDeFi, for instance, you can see your NFTs directly in your wallet. All right. What else should I talk about right away?
Do you want to maybe, as we get started here, do you want to maybe talk a little bit about the team and again, what people are most concerned about when they're getting into something new like this is, rug pulls and security and things like that. Do you want to talk a little bit about the team behind it?
Yeah, well, you're on the team. So James,
so it's very trustworthy.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You can trust the project because James is on the team. James acts as an advisor, like I do. The founder is Yusuf, and he has several years of experience in business and in a crypto project. He has a company that helps market crypto projects. So he's got a deep understanding of the market. And as an aside, because that's going to be relevant soon, his profession is actually a race car driver. Okay, so he's very, very well connected in the race car industry, and that's going to become very relevant soon because our second NFT series will be a set of collectible race car NFTs, which are going to feature actual real race car drivers and probably some brands of cars and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to see stuff that relate to race cars. They're going to be collectibles. Some of them are going to be extraordinarily rare. When you mint those NFTs, you're going to receive NFTs with various attributes given to you at random. So you might, you're going to pay the same price as everyone else, but if you're lucky, you could get an extremely rare NFT that you could trade on NF Trade later for maybe many times the price you paid, because it's going to be so rare. The plan is to have an issue of around 10,000 NFTs, and some of them are going to be like 1 in 1,000 or something. Okay, so they're going to be very rare. They're also going to have utility on the protocol. They're going to be able to be used with raffles and all kinds of things, so people can play games and earn some prizes and all kinds of stuff. So there's a ton of utility, a ton of fun things that are coming. So for the rest of the team, there's myself. There's Crypto with Lorenzo, another YouTuber who is acting as an advisor. There's Crypto Coins, another YouTuber. There's Marcus for graphics. Tense is our lead developer, and Neo is our senior blockchain developer. The developers are KYC. We're going to finish KYCing the rest of the group eventually. That's coming soon. And in terms of security, we already have a multi-sig in place. So it takes 3 people to sign off on taking any cash out of the treasury. So when you buy your NFTs right now, it goes into a multi-sig controlled treasury. Okay, so your funds are protected. Nobody can rug pull you. I have to sign off on it. So, you know, and I'm a public figure, so YouTube has my address and everything. So, I could get sued if things go wrong. So again, we're not in the business of rug pulling people. So we have that as a feature. We got KYC coming. The audit is going to be done also once we have the code finalized. That's going to be probably in 6 to 8 weeks. And at that point, we're going to release the Delta token, which you'll be able to stake. And if you have the NFT, you'll be able to guarantee yourself a rate of return of 20,000% plus the boost for a period that can go from 3 months to 2 years. Okay, that's what the NFTs currently guarantee you.
Okay.
For the question?
Yes. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Thank you. That was good. And for people just joining us, I see we have a lot of new people coming on. I want to say hi to Chris from Detroit and Ryan from Council Bluffs. He says I forgot to pick him up on my way out of town. Yeah, so sorry about that. Maybe we'll swing back by on our way home and pick you up. Want to welcome Jerry. So yeah, we do have some questions from the audience that I would like to get to. But let's go ahead. Can we talk a little bit about like how the payouts work out? So we see there's a decaying APY starting at 20,000. We talked about the NFTs. Can you talk about how the rewards are paid out? Is there, how often can people claim? It says stablecoin and native periodically. Can you kind of talk about how that works?
Yeah, like the payout is going to be 50% in stablecoin. Right now, we're thinking it's going to be USDC most likely. It's been the most stable of the stable coins so far.
Not USD.
USD. Well, if you want some cheap USD, got some. I can sell you. But yeah, probably not USD, and even USDT has been a little bit unstable recently. So yeah, right now it looks like USDC is going to be the winner. So 50% of the rewards are going to be paid out in stablecoin and 50% in Delta tokens. Okay. Now, since you're going to have like various terms, like the way we're setting it up, it's we're calling it like a certificate of deposit on the blockchain. So you choose the term you want, and at the end of the term, you can withdraw your deposit with your reward, and the rewards are going to be split 50-50. So 50% in stablecoin, 50% in Delta. Okay, and it's compounded. If we change our compounding, we just updated this, and I just saw the new white paper. I don't know if it's updated, but anyway, it's going to be compounded at a certain rate, and it's probably going to be daily, I think. And then at the end of the term, you get your reward. So you can stay for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and then you get your rewards. Now, the rewards will decay if you just stake tokens without the NFT. So that's why I'm saying if you want to take advantage of the NFT and have the maximum rewards, it's time to buy because the NFTs are available for sale right now. And they're very limited supply. And once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to make another set of the same NFTs. The second series is going to be about racing cars. They're going to be collectible with very different attributes and very different privileges. Okay. Also, if you buy these the first series of APY boosting NFTs that are on sale right now, that gives you a discount on the minting of the new racing car NFTs. So you get several benefits by buying these NFTs right now.
Okay, and that was actually a question somebody had was about the NFTs. Are the NFTs for sale right now just for whitelisting, or is it also the NFTs for max APY?
It's the NFTs from XAPY. They're going to they give you many benefits. You're going to maximize your APY with those NFTs. You're going to get whitelisted if you get the beta and the gamma. You're going to be whitelisted for the pre-sale of the Delta token as soon as we're ready to launch that. You're going to get whitelisted for the racing car NFTs as well. And we're probably going to add other extra benefits to this at some point. Okay, but that's where we're at the moment. So yeah, buy them now if you want to take advantage of all those benefits.
And can you, when did these go on sale? Because I see, yeah, there's about 60, 70, there's about 80 left total. When did these go on sale? You know?
On May 16, we launched the NFT sale on May 16. And some of them have been, the gamma has been the most popular in terms of percentage, I find. A lot of people wanted to take advantage of the maximum APY. So yeah, so get them while they're available. Otherwise, you'll have to buy them on the second market on nftrade.com.
Yes.
You can always trade them there.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. And I always tell my audience, so there's always a risk reward benefit of when you go early opposed to when you go later. So you could wait and see, well, how does launch go, and see how does does this take off, and all those things. And so it'd be safer if you did it that way and got them off the third market later. But the problem is that if this does do as well as we think it might do, then those prices might be a lot higher. The alpha's 2 AVAX plus gas right now. Well, it might be 15 AVAX plus gas if you wait and get off the secondary market. So it's kind of just, you look at your risk tolerance, and you can either get in early for cheap, but you might not go as you plan, or you can wait, get in later, not as much reward, but it's safer. So it's all just kind of down to your risk tolerance.
Yeah.
Can you talk about when the token launch is planned to go? When's that going to happen?
It's 6 to 8 weeks from now, give or take. As soon as we're finished with the code of the protocol, because we're taking features from several other protocols. Like the certificate of deposit idea came from Hex Finance. We're going to have a bonding system in place so that people will be able to buy the Delta token at a discount. And at the same time, we want to build our treasury with that so that we have enough money to pay that very high APY. We want to make this sustainable. Okay, there's a tax that's going to be taken off the sale of the tokens. Okay, so that we want to use that to avoid having whales push down the price on the token. So we're trying to take measures to maintain and push the price up on the Delta token. Okay. Also, there's a burning mechanism where a third of the tokens that are traded are being burned to reduce the supply and maintain or push the price up. So again, we're trying to maintain the sustainability of the project, try to maintain the value of the tokens, whether they're NFTs or the Delta tokens. We want you to keep the value that you invested in there. The NFTs, for instance, this issue of NFT should maintain its value very well because they guarantee you a very, very high APY. Okay, so they have value in that. Okay, on top of that, they grant you extra benefits down the road, like the whitelisting for the Delta tokens, the whitelisting for the race car NFTs, and so on.
Okay, very cool. Could you talk a little bit about the taxes on how the taxes work and how those are going to be used in the system?
We've just made some changes to the white paper on this. What's going to be is that the taxes are going to change depending on the size of the transaction. So obviously, let's say you buy 1,000,000 tokens and you want to dump them tomorrow, you're going to be taxed a lot more than if you're just selling 100 tokens. Okay, we don't want people to try to manipulate the price and basically take all the profits for themselves and ruin the game for everyone else, like it's been happening at several other projects. So we're trying to avoid that. So right now the rates are not cast in stone yet, but they're probably going to evolve depending on the type of transactions that we see. But definitely it's part of an anti-whale mechanism.
Yes. Okay. And by the way, yeah, people just coming in, please hit the like button. And again, comment, even if you're watching this on the replay, appreciate you hitting the like button and just commenting where you're from. Thomas had a really good question, and this is more directed to me. But with you being part of this project, does that mean you have looked into this and believe in the fundamentals? And so I will say that, yes, I am an advisor on the team. And so I will say, too, that we've adjusted a lot of things as we've gone based on just what we see in the market. You know, if you look at the market even today, I'm not going to bring up coin market cap because it's depressing, but we're, you know, learning things as we go and kind of making adjustments as we go. But I will say that I am an advisor, so I'm not like guaranteeing success of the project. I'm not guaranteeing that I'm not guaranteeing anything. Okay, I would never do that in crypto. I'm an advisor. I'm not. It's not my full time job working on this project, which I'm sure is the same with you. And so that's how I approach it. But I will be invested in it, and I do believe in the fundamentals. If you guys haven't looked into Hex, which again is where a lot of these fundamentals are come from, it's really powerful, and Hex has been working well for a long time. So. I do believe in that. Do you want to talk about? No, go ahead. Yeah,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. Well, I wanted to point out that none of us on the team, including the founder, gets any free tokens. There are no team tokens. Okay, so if we want to buy, if we want the NFTs that are available right now, or the Delta tokens that are going to be released in 6 to 8 weeks, we have to use our own money. We have to pay for those tokens ourselves. Okay, so again, that's another security feature in the sense that I'm not getting 10 million Delta tokens that I can dump tomorrow on the market. Okay, same with James. You know, you can't do that either, correct?
Correct. Yep, I'm not receiving any token allocation or anything like that. Correct.
So again, that's a very, very important security feature that I like about this project, in the sense that nobody can. We're making efforts here to avoid having anybody rug pull on the investors here. Okay, and I think that's very, very important that people take notice of that.
Yeah, could you talk about maybe a little bit about the changes that have been made? You know, as we're in the bear market and as we've seen, you know, like Titano not do as well as it has in the past. Can you talk about some of the changes that the team has made?
Yeah, originally it was more like a Titano fork that we were planning to release. And I did not like Titano very much personally, because when I did the math, I said, how can they sustain this? You need a constant inflow of new investors to be able to pay that crazy high APY, which is what, about 1,000,000%, I think it was on Titano. And I calculated that with the taxes they were charging at the entry and at the exit, they were going to be in the red within a month, unless you have new investors coming in. So they were pretty lucky for a long time because their marketing was working well. and they had a ton of new people come in. But the longer you stay in the game at Titano, the bigger the liability for the Titano project. And at some point, they would run out of money once there's less people investing than people taking the money out. So I wanted to avoid that at all costs. So first of all, I wanted to maintain the APY, the beginning, the DPY at the beginning to be more reasonable, 20,000% instead of being in the millions. Second, I wanted to have different sources of revenue for the protocol. So there's the tax, the same thing that Titano has, but also we added NFTs. So we're going to have various NFT series gradually. So this is the first one right now that's available for sale. And that money goes in the treasury, and we use it for whatever the protocol needs, and including paying out the APY. The Delta token also will have the taxes, as I said, that's going to go into the treasury. On top of that, the treasury itself is going to be reinvested to try to gain income from investments. And we're going to have some gamification as well. So going to be raffles, all kinds of things. So people will have to buy tickets to participate in the games using the Delta tokens, and the sale of those tickets will generate further income. We talked about the bonding system that people will be able to use to buy the tokens at a discount. So all these are features that we're putting in place to ensure that there's enough money to pay for the APY. Okay, so there's a ton of ways for us to generate revenue for the treasury to pay off the APY, and that's why we're very, very, very different from the original idea of 10.
Okay, yeah, and this is a really good question. Jordy wants to know, what's your plan to attract more investors in this bear market, as well as say about 4 to 5 months after launch? What kind of marketing can bring more investors? So I guess the question I want to ask, kind of that goes along with this, is how do you feel like Delta Finance will hold up during the bear market? You know, if I go to my CoinMarketCap, everything is down. How do you feel like how the bear market will affect Delta?
Well, my idea here is let's forget about market fluctuations because they're just depressing like hell, and let's have some fun. So that's why our second NFT minting is going to be about collectibles and in the race car industry, because so far I haven't seen a lot of other NFTs that are in that sector. And racing cars are fun. I mean, if you watch a race, you know how exciting it is. And the fans go, crazy about the drivers and the cars themselves and all kinds of events that go with this. So if you buy the race car NFTs that are becoming down the road, you'll have access to exclusive events in the racing car industry. Okay, if you happen to get one of the super rare NFTs that are going to be minted, you'll be able to be invited to actual events around the world. You're going to meet some racing car drivers. You're going to meet people in the industry. You're going to be front row seats and events and all kinds of stuff. And we're going to, in terms of marketing, we're going to talk to actual race car drivers. We already have one that's signed up for this. Okay. Actual race car driver that supports us for this already. Okay. He's in the white paper. I'll tell you his name in a minute. I'm probably going to murder his name. Sorry. Charan Singh Soki. Okay. Probably murdered his name. Very sorry. but it's his website is CERANSOKHI.com. So you can have a look at him there, and his name is the last page of the. If you look at our white paper, he's on the last page of the white paper. So Delta and Motorsport says because our owner and founder Yusuf is well connected in the racing world, so that's why he's able to go directly to people that he knows in the industry, and they're going to be part of our marketing, and they're going to get involved with the NFTs and all the activities that become to that. So that's how we're going to try to make our protocol thrive in this crazy market right now by bringing some excitement in this. Okay, it's not just about cash, people. Okay, there's a lot of fun that can be done here. We can, first of all, I find it very exciting if, at the moment you mint the tokens, you're not sure what you're going to get. Okay. Maybe you're going to get like 1 out of 1,000 NFT, or get 1 out of 100 NFT. Okay. You could have something very, very rare. You could 10x your investment very easily by trading those NFTs at NF Trade later. You could make a ton of cash with this. There's all kinds of fun things you're going to be able to do with these NFTs when they come out. Okay, and also they're going to be used a little bit like tickets to enter racing car events and meet people, meet face to face, live, in person. Real race car drivers are going to be able to touch a car, that kind of stuff. So I want to put fun into this. Okay, it's I find that most DeFi projects are dull as dirt. There has to be ways to make this fun and exciting, and that's what I'm trying to put in the project.
Okay, very cool. Could you talk a little bit about what's on the roadmap coming up? So you already did a little bit. You talked a little bit about launch and things like that. Do you want to talk
Right.
about maybe if you have dates or estimations of how long for some of these things? You want to talk through that?
Yeah, let me see what my updated roadmap. If I can see. Give me a second. Yeah, we pretty much finished phase 1 of roadmap. Now, that's when we created our Discord and Telegram group. Our Discord is doing pretty well. We've got over 4,000 people in there already. Then we started the marketing, created the website, and then we updated the website just yesterday, I think. And then we launched our NFTs, our year boosting NFTs. So that was part of phase 1, which ended May 18, give or take. Now, phase 2, that's we're going to start the marketing campaign for the Delta Motorsport NFTs. So that's starting soon. Okay, we just started by adding that feature in our white paper. But we're going to do quite a bit of marketing about that because I think it's going to be fun and I think it's going to be exciting. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy those cards. And they're going to be trading cards more for racing car and stuff. It's going to be fun. And the rest of the is going to be finalizing the code, getting the code audited, and really launching the DeFi aspect of the project. So at that point, you'll be able to use your APY Boost NFTs and stake your Delta tokens and earn that super high APY. And around that time, we're going to have bonding set up as well. So what we're looking at is something like 6 to 8 weeks from today, give or take. Hopefully, the edit want to make the code we're going to steal from other projects not going to be too difficult. But that's a plan. That's a plan. 6 to 8 weeks from now.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Okay. So for people who watch this and they think it's really interesting and they'd like to get involved, what is the best way for them to get involved right now?
Join our Discord. I don't know if you're going to be able to put the link, but it's at the top of the website, very, very top, or at the bottom also. Twitter is another good idea because when we have contests and we give away cash and stuff like that, we announce it to Twitter. It's also on Discord, but it's easier to find on Twitter, I find. And yeah, and if you want to buy the NFT, go directly to our website. Go to the top, scroll down a little bit, right there. So you can buy, you got the big buy buttons at the bottom of each NFT category. So you choose the one you like, and you make sure you set up your MetaMask on Avalanche. Make sure you have enough AVAX tokens to pay for the NFT plus some gas. Gas pretty cheap these days on AVAX, so it's not so bad. And the good news also, the AVAX token took a dive, so it's a lot cheaper to buy.
Yeah, and actually, I did want to touch on that because people sometimes don't realize that, but everything that costs AVAX right now, if it's two AVAX a few, maybe like 6 weeks ago was going to cost you $200, but now it's going to be like $50 to get that alpha NFT, and that
Exactly.
that's just something to keep in mind.
Exactly. Not only there's several advantages of buying right now. As you said, they're a lot cheaper. They're like 4 times cheaper than they were just a few weeks ago. Okay, because the AVAX token is down so much. But think about that later. You'll be able to trade those NFTs on NF Trade. Okay. And if the price of the AVAX token goes up, you'll make a lot more money also when you trade them. Because they should not lose any value because they give you these very, very high APYs, right? So that are my personal feeling, okay, and that's just my opinion, okay? I think these are good investments that should maintain their value, okay? But that's up to you to decide that. But personally, I think because they have so many advantages, especially the very high APY that's guaranteed during the time you stake your tokens if you hold those NFTs, and that's only if you hold those NFTs. It's worth repeating that if you just stake the Delta tokens by themselves and you don't hold those NFTs, the staking will start at 20,000% APY, but gradually it's going to go lower and lower and lower and lower. But if you have the NFTs, it's stable. For the whole time you stake the tokens, right? So big difference, big advantage.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, well, kind of as we finish up here, again, the TLDR for people who are wanting to get involved is you can, obviously hop in Twitter, hop in Discord. That's kind of the same for every project. If you want more info, that's what you're going to do. These NFTs, there's about 60 of them left, I would say, and then they're only going to be available in the third-party market after that. So if you want to get involved today, again, it's high risk, high reward because we're early. We're 6 weeks before the token launch even. So these aren't going to do anything for you for a while. But go ahead on the website and you can buy one of these NFTs. And then other than that, we're just waiting for the token launch, which should be, it's always when you're talking to programmers, it's kind of always a little bit up in the air as to when it's going to actually be good to go. But I like a range. 6 to 8 weeks sounds like, okay, maybe 8 weeks might be more accurate. You under promise, over deliver is what we like to do.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. It's probably going to be more like 8 weeks. Developers tend to insert bugs in the code, and and we
They
got to
want to,
fix
job,
them. And
yeah,
things,
job
things
stability.
never, yeah, things never work exactly the way they coded.
Yep, nope, totally agree. And we'll have more AMAs as we get closer to launch date, just to remind people. And you can always follow me on Twitter, and I tweet out about Delta a lot and what they have going on. So, well, hey, I appreciate you coming on here today. Is there any final things that you want to say, or does anybody in the audience have any final questions? I feel like we hit about everything, but anything final you want to say?
Well, if you've got questions, you can always ask me on my channel as well at DeFiCrypto.today. I answer practically every comment that I get. You can find me. You can also ask questions directly to Yusuf on the Discord. He's ready to do that as with the other raiders. So we're very, we want to be helpful. We want to give you an investment that's safe. Okay, we're trying as much as possible to remove any way that things can go wrong. Okay, of course we cannot control market conditions, but other than that, I think we're on the right track.
Okay, yeah, I just put a link to your YouTube channel. So yeah, do go check him out. Check out
Thank
DeFi
you very
Crypto
much.
today. Hit
Thank you very
subscribe.
much.
Yeah, no, you're very welcome. So yeah, hit subscribe and go watch some of his videos. He's got his signature monocle that he wears.
There,
So and he's got
there.
it with him. Yep. So we know you're the real guy then.
I'm the real one, and I'm in Thailand, as you can see.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I checked out some of the different backgrounds, but I couldn't find any that I liked very well, and so it is what it is. So, well, hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you hopping on here today. I'm probably gonna go back to bed for a little bit since I got in late last night, and the rest of my family's all sleeping, so I'll probably join them. So, thank you for hopping on, and I want to thank the audience again. Just you guys are awesome, and I appreciate you guys showing up for all the AMAs, asking good, thoughtful questions. And again, we couldn't do AMAs unless people showed up to watch them. So appreciate you guys. Yeah, and thanks for coming on the channel. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, everybody, have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.